the accelerator pedal, you open up these 4 butterflies. Now this is called a 4-barrel carb. And if you look inside one of the barrels, you see that it's deliberately shaped. And that's to create something that's called the Venturi effect. It's actually easier if I draw it with my pen.
Go.
The barrel itself is curved. As the butterfly opens, air is drawn in here. And it naturally wants to speed up as the opening gets smaller. And the key to this working is as the airspeed increases, the air pressure actually drops. Now, fuel is supplied by a mechanical fuel pump and fed to these 2 bowls here. On my drawing, it's a tank, like so, which is nicely filled with fuel. Now, place a hole here so the fuel can escape into the barrel. It's that difference in air pressure that creates the Venturi effect. And it's the Venturi effect. The change in pressure creates the Venturi. The Venturi pulls in the fuel. More pressure, more Venturi means more fuel. More fuel with air basically means loads and loads of science. But to you and I, it means more power. The big difference with using electronic fuel injection is how the car alters the fuel-air mix. Now, unlike the Venturi principle that you get in an old-fashioned carburetor, this more modern way uses a series of sensors and signals, all sent to an ECU, which is kind of like an electronic brain. Now, Mike's little box of tricks has tons of components, but the starting point is this. And it drops on where the old one was, just like that.
So.
This unit relies on a load of extra data to tell it how much fuel to inject. The rest of the kit needs to be slowly, one small step at a time.
Hello?
Start with draining a small amount of coolant. Remove the top hose and the old thermostat housing. The intake manifold plug. Quick tidy up, leaving room to install a new sensor. New thermostat and new thermostat housing. This new sensor allows the ECU to monitor the constantly changing engine temperatures. As the engine warms and cools while driving, the ECU automatically changes the amount of fuel needed. Reconnect the top hose, tighten the Jubilee clip, and refill with coolant. And then disconnect the battery. Next step is to raise the car because I need to get out of the floor.
Ooh, message.
Far upstream on the exhaust as possible. Pile off the burrs and give it a clean. I'm welding on this metal saddle and screwing in an oxygen tank. When it's getting to this part, it means it's getting through the engine, it's running lean. And of course the ECU tells the fuel injection and it adjusts itself accordingly. I've got to swap the fuel pump, which means the fuel tank has got to come out. Because the previous owner relocated the fuel tank to the rear, it's a simple matter of disconnecting some hoses and just 4 nuts to drop it. Remember to store your fuel in a clean and correctly rated container. That way, you can reuse it when you're done. Even though the tank's empty, it's still full of fuel vapours, which can be explosive and can still go bang. The only way to get rid of vapours